about to watch?
We about to watch CTM Sports.
I heard they about to talk about them Lakers.
Bet. Let's tune in.
Hey, run that.
What's going on, everybody? Seems like we've been running all week, but we need you to fill us today. You know, the Steen know about this.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
We got my brother, legend in the house. My boy, Eric Steen. Steen, man, how's it been going, bro?
Hey, God is good, man. It's been going great, man.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're going to talk about sports. He got a lot of sports stories. This man is decorated, man. Good God, man. Look at some of his times, man. To Jackson State. He said in one of his prelims, he ran a 6.65 after smoking.
Goodness.
Was you running on the drilling when you first went to Jackson State?
No.
No?
A little bit.
Man. Golly, man. It did a McClellan record. He said 55-68. That was a prelim, indoor finals, 200, 23.6. God, man. 400-meter dash, 53.6 indoor. Do y'all know? I wish y'all could understand. You don't realize how long 400 meters is till you actually stand on the track. You know what I'm saying? For the average. When you look at it, you're like, oh, that's not it. No. You ain't running 400 meters in 53 seconds. I don't care who you are. Like, you know, not a regular person. Ain't gonna happen. But man, we got Steen in the house, man. I appreciate you for coming on, man. I do, man.
Oh, yeah, appreciate y'all.
Testimony, man, and God is still working, man. And I was praying for you, brother. I was like, there's no way, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So we getting into it. What part of Southwest is Steen from?
Hey, God Springs, Palo Alto. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Sir.
So that's where it is, you know, over there, very near, you know, Crenshaw, Valley Drive, all that good stuff, Southwick. You already know.
Yes, sir. Used to run from Palo Alto to Southwest.
Oh, yeah. I ran the entire Southwest Little Rock community, every inch of it.
I was telling what was I telling? I think I was telling Phil the other day. I remember you took us to Roddy Peril one time. I said, man, I come work out. And I was like, I was throwing up, man, because you ran up that steep hill by the Bennett.
Yep. Over there by the nursing home, right in Parent. Yeah. Yep. At that steep hill. I found that hill traveling one day.
Man. So when did you get hit with the sports bug? Like what age did it start with you?
4. Started at 4.
Wow.
So of course people are like, oh well, you know, football, track, like baseball is actually my very first sport. Oh, so yeah, that's my background playing out at Rosedale. So yeah, I was part of Rosedale from age 4 up to 13. So got a baseball background. Then over the years, you know, basketball came next around 4th grade. Started playing football 6th grade. And then started running track 8th grade. So, so I consider myself as a baseball player / hooper before football and track came along.
Is Rosedale, that's over there off Cantrell, ain't it? No, that's Junior Deputy. Is that?
So that's Junior Deputy. Rosedale, it's like the whatever community center they got over there now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's called West Central or something like that.
Yeah, that's John Barrow.
Yeah.
John Barrow. Okay.
Yeah, so that was Rosedale over there.
Okay. And then you went to Cloverdale, right?
For sure. Straight up, from baseline to Cloverdale to McClellan.
Okay. Yeah. And you was hooping with Jeremy then, right?
Yep. Jeremy, that was Deion Allen, all them boys.
Yeah.
So the cool part about the hooping, so that 7th grade, Jeremy and Deion actually made varsity. It was on varsity. So a lot of people don't know. I was the leading scorer on the 7th grade team. I was dropping 17 a game. You know what I'm saying? So like 7th grade, that was my team. You know, I led the team.
Did Coach Davis? Did he coach 7th grade team too?
Yep, he did. He coached all of them.
what's up, man.
Mhm.
Oh man. So when did you? That's when you find when you knew that track was gonna be your main sport in junior high. Or was it before?
Well, to be honest, I never considered track as my main sport. I just knew I was good at it. So
Yeah.
like the turning point for track, 'cause like I say, baseball, I love baseball and I was really good at it. Basketball, I could hoop. You know,
Yeah.
like I say, the only reason why, and I get to it a little later, but the only reason why I didn't continue playing basketball at McClellan was because I was forced to.
Oh
You know,
yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah.
Right. So, you know, besides that,
Yeah.
you know, track and field was one of those things. The turning point for track and field, like I said, first time running was 8th grade.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was always known to be fast coming up as a kid and stuff, but ran in the meet 8th grade. And of course, the 9th grade was like Michael Pleasant, Demetrius Baker, all these fast cats, right?
Yeah.
And actually, D. Poole.
Did you run against Trey Givens? Did you run against Trey Givens too?
So Trey was behind me.
He was behind you. Okay.
Yeah. So like Trey to me was fast, but he was more quick than fast.
Yeah.
Oh, so he had a good start. Yeah.
Right. It's a difference between being quick and being fast.
Oh, 100%.
So, you know, I ran in the meet. I was like in the second heat of district. Well, we called it All City. So the All City meet, and I won my heat in the 200.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to go get my award, it was an 8th place trophy. So, you know, I grabbed my trophy. So my coach Pennington, after like, I went up to him. I'm like, Coach, like, why did I get an 8th place trophy? And I just won my heat.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, Steen, he was like, the first heat had 7 guys that ran faster than you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, I'm talking about, I felt slow.
Yeah.
So I'm like, right. So I'm like, you know what? Summertime came, Coach Willie Morris, and I'm surprised that Poole didn't mention Coach Morris' name. So Coach Morris, a lot of people don't know that's Devin Morris' dad. He came out in 02 as well from Joe T. Robinson, went to Central. So Coach Morris, you know, he is a legendary coach within the Little Rock area too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out to Coach Willie Morris. I love him to death. So he had a summer track program called Christian Competition. So I ran with them, and I just got fast. I ended up winning region in 100 and 200, went to the Junior Olympics, finished top 15 in the nation in both events. And I just got fast, but running around Southwest Little Rock every day, create my own workouts, all that, it just got me fast.
I can verify that he did, man. He was a workout warrior, man.
Yeah. So the funny part, 9th grade comes. So keep in mind, 7 guys was faster than me from 8th grade. They all pretty much went off to Central. Mm-hmm. D. Poole was coming back, so he was faster than me. Yeah. The twins, Carlton and Charlton Daniels, they were faster than me. Mike Gasson was faster than me. Then my cousin Willie Burnett. They were all faster than me.
Mike D was fast.
They were faster than me 8th grade. So we come back to Cloverdale, you know, I'm the 5th fastest returning kid.
Right.
So I never forget, first day of school, 9th grade. I walk up to Coach Pennington. We cross paths in the 9th grade hallway. And I was like, hey, Coach, he was like, how you doing? I'm like, good. He was like, how was your summer? I was like, it was good. I was like, Coach, I need to tell you something. And he was like, what's on your mind, Steen? I said, I would not lose a race this year.
Man.
He started laughing. So he started laughing. Like, he bust out laughing. He said, look, he said, Steen, there's some kids in other schools that's faster than you. Not only that, you got 4 of your teammates from last year that's back this year that was faster than you.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I looked at him again. I said, Coach, I would not lose a race this year. He said, all right. You know, he laughed and walked off.
Boy.
So football season came. You kind of look like, man, you don't got faster.
Yeah.
Same thing for basketball. Like,
What
man,
are you playing in junior high? Was it running back or receiver?
I was playing running back, and I got a story about that too. so play, football, flying on the field, basketball, flying on the court, track and field come. Again, the names to beat in the 100 and 200, when I came back ninth grade, it was Dedrick Poole, Leroy Hamilton, God rest Leroy soul.
Leroy, very competitive.
Right. And Ryan Hines.
Yep, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan was a cyborg, man.
So those were the three names. Nope, my name was not in consideration at all.
I know you loved it though, because you're like, I'm for the smoke.
Oh yeah. So long story short, I didn't lose a race that year at all.
No.
I broke the junior high state record in 100 and 200.
When you ran that race with everybody, they didn't even probably think you was gonna win. But how was it when that race started? It's like everybody like,
after the first meet, it was like, oh my God, where did this kid come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, how in the world is he beating all these dudes now?
Well, I'm saying, did you look back at him when you won? Did you go look back at him?
So the funny part at the All City meet, the last meet of that season, D Poole almost beat me in 100. I ended up having a bad start, but I ended up winning just by like a hair length. And the 200 came, and he had came and sat by me on the bench.
Oh yeah,
for checking him. And he was like, I'm finna smoke in this 200. So instead of looking at him, I looked in the crowd. I saw my mom, and she just pointed at the track. So long story short, 200-meter come. The first three steps, I swear, I caught D Poole. I was right beside him on his hip.
Yeah.
So the rest is history. When I finished that race, I was walking back to the finish line to get my time. They were still running.
Still running. Wow.
Goodness.
Oh man, that's what's up, man.
So look, I knew yesterday. I watched D Poole's interview. I said, he didn't talk too much about that track and field ninth grade. He
ain't talking about that loss. Oh man, he gonna mess with me now. We got to get me and Steen on there, man. Oh man, he gonna love it too. Yeah. So now you didn't came up ninth grade, and then you come to McClellan. What was the transition like from Cloverdale to McClellan? What was
one thing?
Go ahead. Bill.
One thing. When you raced your teammates, everybody was faster than you the year before. What was their reaction?
It was like, man, shoot, what
you can do,
right? Because and the thing is, they knew the work I was putting in over that summer.
Yeah.
So to them, I don't think it was much as a surprise. It was more so Coach Pennington. Because like I say, he literally started crying at the meet, and he apologized to him. He was like, Steen, you told me first day of school you wasn't gonna lose a race. He was like, I'm sorry for not believing you.
You know what I'm saying? I think the funny thing is when somebody like they don't expect you to outrun them, but when they running and then they see you speeding up and they can't catch you, that they can't gain. They don't have enough to gain.
Right.
They try to catch up. And I know you're not looking at them. You just revving up. You're like,
right. Like I'm just getting started. And so that's the thing. I contribute that to run around all around Southwest Little Rock, because one thing I learned about running, you can be fast, but the $1 million question is, how long can you be fast?
How long can you be fast?
You know what I mean? So that speed endurance and that speed stamina, that's what's most important. So that's why I just ran all those miles and stuff around Southwest, so I can build up some type of endurance and stamina to maintain my speed for a long time.
Yes.
Did you have the gold chain in junior high? Did you have the gold chain on too?
I ain't really started wearing the gold chains and stuff till like later on. I got to college and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I know DP, he used to have the football. He used to wear the herringbone.
Yeah. I actually used to put a penny, one on heads and one on tails in opposite shoes. So that was my thing,
So What was that transition like going from like Cloverdale to McClellan?
Actually, it wasn't that hard because a lot of people don't know. I was the ball boy for McClellan.
Oh, okay.
Way before I got there. So,
Okay.
you know, the Corey Nichols of the world, the Calvin Coles, the Deion Kings,
Yeah.
you know, the Brandon Bunns, the Stephen Carters, all them, you know what I'm saying? Like all the Andre Keys, the Raymond House.
Shout out to Coach Carter, man. Coach Carter liked the post we did. I said everybody come on to 7. He liked their post. Shout out to Coach Carter, man.
Yeah. So like, you know, I'm around them all the time, you know, as a kid. So like,
Did he play football too?
Yeah.
Wow. They let him do both. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, yeah, like, you know, I'm around these guys every single day. So, you know, I'm McClellan through and through, you know, before I even got there. So like, I always knew if we wasn't to relocate anywhere, that's where I was going to be. That's where I was going to play for, you know, so I was already ready for it, you know, and the thing is, you know, Coach Gunn being there prior to me getting there. So I already knew everything about the football program, plays and all.
Yeah, that's the next one. When did you meet Coach?
So again, so that's how I met Coach Gunn, just being the ball boy. Because I was the ball boy when Coach Todd Shirley was the coach there.
Mm-hmm.
So Shirley, I can't think why I can't. Coach Russell. Coach Russell was the assistant coach. He ended up going to Mills. Yeah, he ended up going to Mills, and Coach Shirley just ended up leaving. That's when Coach Gunn came in. So I just continued to be the ball boy for the program when Coach Gunn came in.
10th grade, Coach Russell used to teach geometry class.
Man. Yeah.
And they say he should like Cheech. Hey guys, I know I look like Cheech Mary, so I just want to take you there for class start, so you'll be messing with me all semester. Yeah, Coach Stanley, man, he was cool too, man.
Oh yeah, Coach Stanley, all of them. Coach Chambers, of course.
Coach Chambers for sure.
Yeah.
I just tell my wife, but Coach Gunn, like most football coaches, you expect to have their voice of authority. Coach Gunn, he just had the motion. Oh man. So the people don't know that Coach Gunn, when you play for these great coaches, man, let these people know how Coach Gunn, how did he practice the team, you know, the football team. And track team too. He coached track too, right?
He coached the girls. So Coach Chambers was our coach.
Yeah.
Yes, Coach Gunn coached the girls, and but you know, he always got, you know, strong insight, you know, points, you know, tips and pointers and all that good stuff. So he was always involved, even though he wasn't our head coach. Yeah. So but yeah, you know, I tell everybody I love Coach Gunn, you know, when it comes to like just the preparation, you know, we were the fastest team football wise and track wise, you know, junior and senior year. And, you know, well conditioned, just in shape, very strong for our size, everything, you know. So, you know, I always had us prepared no matter what. Only thing I questioned was the schematic of things on the offensive side.
Running the option.
Yeah. So we ran the veer, you know, the veer was only the veer was only good my sophomore year. And the only reason why it was good then, because we had huge running backs, you know, Andreas Davis, my cousin, God rest his soul.
God rest his soul. Yeah, he was good too, man. That dude was good,
you know, Trey Sims, even Quinton Caldwell before he transferred to Hall. So
I didn't know he went to what?
Yeah.
I didn't know he oh, wow.
And look, and the reason why he transferred.
Shout out to Q-Ball, man.
Yeah. So, you know, the reason why Q transferred was because we didn't change our offensive scheme.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So, you know, we going from running backs that's 200 plus. Junior year come, if Q stay, he's our heaviest running back at like 185, 190. Yeah. But since he left, now Leroy, that's our biggest running back. He 165 soaking wet.
Soaking wet. So, and was he playing safety in high school too? Running back and safety? Or was
he just played, right? So he was playing corner sophomore year.
Okay, yeah, corner and runner. Okay.
Yeah, once he put him at running back full time, he didn't even play defense anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the veer didn't fit us at all because we turned into scat backs.
Right.
Like if you put us in the eye, a wing tee or something like that, we would have destroyed everybody. No ifs, ands, and buts about it.
100%. Yeah. So that because I think I seen a video of Coach Gunn. It was like 2022. I think he was coaching at Paragould or something. He's talking about the.
They said ran a veer. Still ran the veer. Right.
Trust the process. It's gonna take some time, but you just.
Hey, because he right about that. I said, man, y'all had the running backs like USC had Reggie Bush and what's his name? What's the other Lindell? Was it
Lindell White?
Yeah, I said y'all got running backs like that over there.
Damn, shoot. I think he left by then, but Bush and Bryce, man, them dudes, them dudes huge in high school, especially boys. Dude was huge in high school. Man.
Right. So like that's the thing, you talking about Leroy.
Yeah.
You talking about Leroy, talking about Terrell Sims, God rest his soul.
Yeah, Terrell Sims, yeah.
Talking about Sean Williams.
Yeah.
John Martin. If you want to throw myself in there in Scooter, you got 6 running backs that can fly.
Yeah.
But like I say, he didn't come up with anything like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, because Patrick, when he played with quarterback, he could actually throw the ball, but he didn't throw the ball that much.
So the thing with that, my sophomore year, Terrell Hammonds was our quarterback. Right. So the next year, the great Keon McDuffie became our quarterback.
Yes.
Right.
Keon, man.
Oh yeah.
We gotta work some time with Keon so we gonna get Keon too.
Yeah. I always man. The 2 greatest athletes, I'm gonna jump back on what we're talking about, but the greatest athletes that I ever played with or against, D Poole being one, but the other one is Keon McDuffie.
You said
I say it all the time. So that's a guy that could do it all, and he was able to get me the ball. So, my junior year, I'm flying as a receiver for sure because he can get the ball to me. But unfortunately, senior year, some things went wrong, and he didn't play, and it just turned everything around for the worse.
Yeah.
And I never forget the article when we were coming into my sophomore year, going to McClellan. The number one question that the Arkansas Democrat Gazette asked: can Coach Gunn keep his young talent together?
Right.
And they wasn't looking at right then; they were looking for what's to come. But kicking Keon, off the team, man, it did a lot of damage. It hurt the program, it hurt him, it even hurt me because now I don't have a quarterback.
You going back
that can get me the ball. So now we bring in Coach Gunn's nephew, and he was a running quarterback. So now I'm screwed. As a receiver, I'm basically blocking now. The only time I touch the ball is on getting the reverse. Kickoff return, punt return. I led the state in return yards every year, but senior year, my yards just plummeted because, hey, we ain't finna kick him the ball. He just scorched us the past 2 years.
So, can you tell us about the story? Was it with Foley? He had Raymond House.
So Foley, So it's a little door right by the main door to the field house. So, game days they open it and that's where we get our uniforms from and all that. So it wasn't even Foley's fault. I forgot who gave him the jersey. So they accidentally gave him Raymond House jersey. So when Coach Gunn came out, he walked through the field house and he looked and he was like, "Son, where did you get that jersey from?" And Paul was like, he gave you like, "Don't you lie. I gave you that jersey, you took it." And he came out and said, he was like, "You will never amount to a Raymond House. Maybe a Raymond Noodle." I'm just like, man.
Oh man, it's so funny, man.
Oh man, we laughed so hard, and whoever it was that gave him the jersey, they just came man, I'm sorry, man, for getting you in trouble. But yeah, it was crazy, But yeah, it was
And it was one what I told him about what Do Dirty made him mad.
Do Dirty made Coach Gunn mad a couple times. Yeah.
It was funny. It's like, what can you do? Do you realize like Do Dirty 3 times your size, man?
Oh, yeah.
What you really gonna do?
Yeah, Do Dirty, man. God rest Do Dirty soul, man. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Hey, Do Dirty, his name fit him quite well. I tell you that. Hey, somebody asked me, they were like, "Why y'all call him Do Dirty?" I was like, "Cause he do dirty stuff. That's why." Boy.
Man, it would knock you out on the field too.
Oh yeah, he would knock you out on the field and in the cafeteria. Yeah. Oh
yeah. How good of a player was Do Dirty? Because people just don't know.
Man, so Do Dirty. I mean, in the thing I love about Do Dirty is that he didn't even care about his individual accolades.
He did.
He didn't care. He just balled, and the stats just piled up because how he played the game. But I mean, he was incredible. He was
like Vince Wilfork in high school. That's
he was just toss you out the way.
Either DN, he go get to the quarterback.
Right. High motor. He just. I don't know. He was just phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think we were about the same height, like 6'4", 6'5", and it was like the 300. He was almost like in college. He was almost like 280, but he didn't look 280 though.
Right, he didn't.
He was tall, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, because even in high school, I think Dude may have been about 255, 260.
Yeah, high school, man.
Yeah, so just a strong, strong as an ox. Can get to the quarterback and all that. And the thing is, I used to on my reverses, if I would grab his butt cheek.
Ain't nobody gonna get around him.
Right. So we call it riding, like ride the player. Yeah. So I would ride him, and if they call him a reverse, we'll be in the huddle, and he'll turn around. He like, "You ready to grab a butt cheek?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready."
Do Dirty funny, man. Yeah. Do Dirty funny, man. I love that. That was a dude, man. Yeah, man, it was funny, man.
Yeah. Because he even senior year, he broke the single season sack record.
Sack record, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like I say, he was balling. He was balling.
Yeah. So when did the superstar lights come on with the track in high school? When did it start clicking for you?
I mean, pretty much my entire career. When I got there, I mean, I was not like, oh, that sucker can run. Yeah. So did
you and Mike G running the same heats? Is y'all running the same heats, man?
Not so much in high school.
Okay.
But like I say, it got to the point, man. I'm blazing. I mean, I'm one of the best in the state.
Don't even do it. Yeah.
So the thing is, what I always love to talk about running track in McClellan, because even like the 100 and 200, we had the top 6 fastest runners in the state. Right. Me, Leroy, Terrell, Scooter, Sean. Right. In the 400, you had myself. G Mike was still running the 4. Mario Brister came on the scene. Ricky Alexander, like these kids, like they came up, like they were running the 400 and stuff too. They best in the state. Even KJ, you know what I'm saying? So like he even came on, and people don't know about him. Shoot, his senior year, he was the best 100, 200 meter runner. KJ Hunter, he was the best 100, 200 meter runner in the state. Yeah. So, So we just had a lot of speed. And I describe it like this, like as fast as I was, and I'm the fastest in the 100, 200, and 400, I didn't even have to run on our relays and they would still win.
Yeah.
So,
did you have those Michael Johnson cleats in high school too?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yep. Had the black and golds. Yeah.
Because
Yep.
I was on that team when you was wearing them
Right.
jerseys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I knew it was gonna be a problem. I said, "Ooh, fast."
And shout out to Mama Steen.
Yeah.
Mama Riley now. Shout out to Mama Riley, man.
Yeah.
Over there, man. She always made you feel at home, man. And
Mhm.
you walk in there and say, "What you doing?" "I'm making some ice cream." You see the little thing churning. I'm gonna stay over here a little longer, talk to Steve.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh man.
So yeah, like, I just, I always had it in me, and I wanted to be great. I wanted to be great.
Oh,
I wanted to be remembered, and that's, like I say, that's from being the ball boy all those years, even because around that time when Corey Nichols was a star at McClellan, my oldest brother was the star at Pine Bluff.
Okay.
So, my oldest brother, Corey Nichols was the number 2 running back in the state. My brother was the number 1 running back in the state.
Right.
And he was actually number 1 running back in the country as well. So, like, I always wanted to, just be remembered, to be known. So, like, working hard and just want to be remembered as this great athlete, that's how I approach every single day.
Did your brother come after Shabazz or before?
After,
okay.
So Shabazz, he won state. They won state in 90.
Okay.
Then my brother came.
Okay.
He played in the state championship 92, 93, 94. Wow. They lost in the championship 92, but they won back-to-back in 93, 94. Okay. And the thing is, in 94, they beat McClellan for the state championship.
Wow.
So that's history right there. And I was a part of it. I was there, and like I say, that kind of like shaped and formed the type of career that I wanted to have once I stepped on the high school scene.
For sure. Then another coach, while we something man, rest in peace, Coach Rip, man. When you meet Coach Rip too, man. Coach Rip.
Oh yeah, Coach Rip. So pretty much. So me and you, because like I say, Deji Poole, he alluded to Coach Rip. Of course, him and like Damien Ashford, Hub, and all them. For Quan, they kind of spent more time over there at Coach Rip house.
Coach Rip house, yeah.
I just more so spent more time with Coach Rip up at Park.
Open Park with Big Keith,
yeah. So, Coach Rip just took me in. He knew I was a great athlete. He would get my highlight films ready, together for football, send them off to schools. He was the one that told Coach Nutt. Coach Nutt, he went up to him. He said, "Hey, you want a great return, man? Look no further. Like, it's Eric Steen. That's who you want." So that's how I ended up started getting recruited by the Razorbacks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All because of Coach Rip. And then, of course, he hooked up my Letterman jacket.
Yeah.
So, all the Central boys, they had theirs already. Last name at the top, number in the middle, and the nickname at the bottom. Yeah. So, Coach Rip, like, hey, you deserve one too. Yeah. So, man, he ended up getting my jacket, hooking it up. Yeah. And, man, Coach Gunn, boy, he did not like that at all.
Think you're a superstar?
Yep, that's exactly what he said. You think you're better than everybody? I'm just like, no, like, yeah. So that's the thing about Coach Rip. Even like Coach Morris, Coach Cleveland, it's so many names, Coach Reams, Coach Derrick from the Wings. Like, these guys wasn't even McClellan affiliated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they just took the kindness and took the likings of us and stuff and made sure we was all right, And that's why I love about them the most and respect about them the most, because they didn't have to do it at all. Because like I say, they didn't even teach or coach at McClellan.
Yeah. So what did Coach Gunn say to you when you tried to play two sports?
So, I mean, he was pretty much straight to the point. Yeah. After my sophomore year, because I hooped my sophomore year for Coach 3. So, he came up to me. He was like, "Hey, Steen, I know you're a multi-sport athlete. I know you can do it all." He was like, "But you got to make a decision." And I'm just like, "What you mean make a decision?" So he was like, "Hey, you either got to choose football or basketball." And I'm like, "What?"
Man, that's crazy.
And he was like, yeah, I'm serious. And I'm just like, coach, like, why? He was like, because I need you to be all in for football. He like, we don't even got a question track and field. That's just what you do. He like, but yeah, you got to choose. So, I mean, it was tough. You know, it was tough. So, you know, of course, I went with football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I just love – at that time, I did love football more than basketball, but I didn't want to choose either. I really wanted to play both, you know.
I ain't seen Brownlee. I wonder what happened with Brownlee because I think he did that with Brownlee, but Brownlee still came on the team.
Yeah, so Corey Brownlee, again, around him as a ball boy the year before, I was looking forward to playing with him my sophomore year.
Yeah,
you know, also the Riot Kings of the world and all them, you know. So, you know, I'm looking forward to playing with these guys my sophomore year. And, of course, Brownlee didn't play senior year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Coach Gunn, I mean, he, like I said, I love him to death for some things, but at the same time, he kind of messed some things up for us, too, for sure.
Yeah, because there's no way that team – them teams should have been number D1 recruits.
What's the name? Had came over from Central. I think it was Jamal had came over from Central.
Jamal Moore.
They came on the TV. They came on the team at the same time.
Right.
I remember, I think it was like around right before football season ended or something, like around January. They had came over and stuff. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did he escape Coach Gunn? He must have just said Coach Gunn. Ain't no telling with Brownlee though. Brownlee was funny, man.
Look, we had another guy people don't remember, Mike Jones.
Yeah. Mike. Yeah,
I remember Mike Jones. Yeah.
Mike Jones was the real deal in the backfield.
Yeah.
And again, like it, you know, Coach just did some things that he shouldn't have done, and he messed some stuff up for us.
Messed stuff up, man. Boy, he gonna do it my way.
Right. It was his way or the highway.
You guys think of me, but Steen, I'm talking about Jesus.
Right. Yeah. So even look. Even speaking on that, you know, so my senior year, so the summer going into my senior year, so, you know, sophomore year for track, I ended up tearing my hamstring at conference. Wow. So I ended up missing out on state. I come back junior year and I just dominate, you know what I'm saying? And as a team, we ended up winning the conference and we got state runner up. So, how
hard was it? How hard was it to go through the recovery process with the hamstring for people that don't know? Because the hamstring, you use your hamstring more than what you think. And until you hurt it, then you start moving around like, whoa.
Yeah. So it's a long process. It's a long road to recovery. You got to be disciplined. You got to be patient. You know, so just resting it, icing it, trying to strengthen it little by little, you know, and different things of that nature. So, like, you know, it took me about 3 to 6 months to recover. So, you know, I was able to recover. You know, I had a really good junior year. And like I said, we ended up getting state runner-up. We won a 4x1 at state. It was myself, Leroy, Scooter, and Sean Williams. And, man, we upset at Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff hadn't lost a 4x1 relay in, like, years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we ended up upsetting them down in Hot Springs. And shoot, I mean, who
started the 4x4? Was the Leroy start?
It was Sean. It was Sean to Leroy to me to Scooter.
Yeah.
Scooter in?
Yeah, Scooter. Yeah.
Scooter, man, dude was so big you hear his cleat.
Oh yeah, Black Stallion. That's what we call him. So
out there looking like Tim Bailey, man. You know
yeah. Scooter can put it down. You know, he was the best hurler in the state.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Hey, Steen, you remember we were running? Well, we were sitting there and we kept hearing Mark Bradley from Pine Bluff. Mike Bradley from Pine Bluff. I said, man, who is it? No, Mark Bradley.
Yeah.
This dude is breaking his own records.
Man, Pine Bluff was a cheat code.
Yeah.
You know, that you talking about the great Mark Bradley. You had a guy named Clinton Fletcher, Cedric Taggart, Wallace Rayford. man, they team was just loaded, girls and boys. That was the crazy part about it. Just loaded, full of speed. You know, guys who can do field events, you name it. You know, so yeah, they were loaded. So like I said, we came back junior year, was able to get run up to them. You know, we were the favorite to win senior year because we was bringing back the most.
Right.
You know, so the only senior we lost from my junior year was James Reynolds. So, like, shoot, we brought the whole squad back. You know, Stanley Chandler, he dominating in the throws.
Yeah, Stanley. Shout out to Stanley. That huge athlete too.
Oh yeah, man. Chandler
30 in high school.
Look, my funniest story about Chandler. My funniest story about Chandler is actually in football. So senior year we played Catholic and they called the reverse on like the two. Coach don't normally call it, trying to give me a rushing touchdown. And I ended up getting hit the moment I got the ball. So, you know, I knew somebody had missed a block. So, you know, me, I get to talk my trash and all that. So I'm in the huddle, like, man, who missed the block? Like, who missed the block? And Chandler turned around like, I missed it. If it was anybody else, I would have kept arguing with him. When Chandler turned around and said, I just looked there. I said, it's okay. It's okay, baby.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We'll get it next time. Yeah.
Yeah, Stanley was a big dude, man.
Oh, yeah. Big as an ox, man. Like, for real.
I was like, them dudes like natural genetics. It's like, man, half man, half car, man.
Yep. So yeah, going into senior year, of course, like I say, team wise, we looking to dominate in track and field, and then I'm just looking to, you know, just finish off a polished, you know, career. But Coach Gunn, a lot of people don't know this. I know they be like, oh my God. So summertime, we ran a state down in Bologna. So Coach,
track?
For AAU track.
Okay.
So I just won the 100 and 200, you know, did good in the relay. So I'm already qualified for regionals.
Yeah.
Coach Gunn drives all the way down to Bologna.
Oh, man.
I see him, after the meet, we walk up like, hey, Coach, how you doing? He like, yeah, like, you know, y'all look real good running. So it was actually me and Scooter.
Yeah.
And Mario Bristol was with us too. But, you know, of course, Mario didn't play football. Right. So he come up to us. He was like, yeah, y'all look good. He was like, too bad this y'all last meet. What? We're like, huh? Like, what you mean? Coach, like, we just qualified for regionals. He was like, oh, I know. He was like, but this y'all last meet. And I was like, Coach, why? He was like, well, if y'all want to be 3-year starters for the football program, I need y'all to be there for all the 2 days and 3 days. I don't need anything to come in between that.
Wow.
So I'm just like, man. So he was like, made us make a decision again. Either y'all go keep running track and not be a starter your senior year, or you go quit running. And, you know, I was like, wow.
Man, that's Coach Good.
Yeah. So that happens. Also, a lot of people don't know this. After junior year, after our last football game of the season, and I went off. Like, I had 5 catches, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns against Parkview. Yeah. With the one hand, because my right thumb was broken. I broke my right thumb the week before against Central. Ramon Fawcett popped me on the kickoff return and broke my right thumb.
Shout out to Ramon, man. He's trying to get over here too. We got to get our times lined up. Shout out to Ramon, him and his brother, man. We to Reggie, man. Shout out to them, man.
So I was on pace that night I was killing Central up to that point. And got knocked out the game. So I just took it out on Parkview the next week. And we ended up missing the playoffs. And I had a conversation, the seniors, there's like 13 of us that was returning, and we were like, look, we ain't missing the playoffs no more. Like, we gonna make the playoffs before we leave here. So I had a conversation with Coach Gunn, like, look, I want to go back to running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a running back. I can play receiver because I got receiver skills, but I'm more of a running back naturally.
Right.
So the conversation was, okay, you know, do all the things you need to do over the summer for it. You know, we'll put you at running back, get the thing going. So when we came back again, I'm forced to quit summer track.
Right.
So I'm prepping as a running back the entire summer.
How competitive was Leroy with running back, like splitting with you? Because
The thing is, he wasn't in mind because he was already splitting.
Oh, he was, okay.
The veer, and that's the thing. Running the veer, you're automatically splitting because of the formation. Right, you're running 2 running backs, so you're already split. So like, I'm just an addition into the backfield.
Yeah.
So ended up and I'm gonna tell you how good I was still at hooping then. So I had a gap in between time from me quitting summer track to the 2 days started for football senior year.
Yeah.
I hit up Coach Derrick, my former wings coach. He coached the North Little Rock Wings.
Yeah.
And I told him the situation. I was like, Coach, can I at least hoop with you one game? You know, I got some time now because I had to quit running summer track. So I ended up dropping 22. I hit 6 threes and a couple of layups, you know, hitting 22 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never left the basketball court.
Come to the game. He didn't
true. Man, I thank God he didn't come to the game. He probably would have pulled me off the court during the game if he would have came.
Pause the game, right?
That's like the craziest thing ever, because most coaches want you to be like a 2 or 3 sport athlete, man.
Yeah.
Yep, but like I say, for football and basketball, you just the only kid that had an exception before the unfortunate thing happened. Well, pretty much probably 2 kids I know, Keon and Mike Ross. I was about the only 2.
I don't know. He didn't want Keon to play.
Well, yeah. You're right. Like, if he had it his way, he would. Yeah, he definitely didn't want him to play basketball at all, which is insane.
Yeah.
But so when we got to when 2 days start, like, matter of fact, not even 2 days, when we had team camp pretty much.
Yeah.
And our team camp, we pretty much, it was just us, like, not other teams involved. Right. And he was calling our first offense, and I'm just standing there, you know, waiting to go in at running back.
Yeah.
He didn't call my name. They run the play. Next play, didn't call my name. Run the play. And about the 3rd play, called out another play and told me to go in at receiver. So I'm like, okay, like, all right, like, okay. So I came back. Next play, same thing. So I asked, like, Coach, you just doing this for right now? Or he was like, well, I thought about it. He was like, nobody else just really developed at the receiver position, and you're still our best receiver. And I'm just looking like, what that got to do with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, I ain't come back to play receiver at McClellan. I came back to play running back my senior year. Right. So the reason why I was so adamant about it, and this gonna be the first that people know about this, I actually tried to transfer my senior year.
I can see that because it's gonna wear you out.
Right.
Man.
I tried to transfer. Yes. I was trying to get up out of there.
Where you gonna go to? Where you gonna go to?
So Fair, Coach Cleveland.
Okay.
He ended up becoming the head coach there. And he had already told me, Steen, you come here, you getting about 25 touches a game.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, bet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in Little Rock Catholic.
Yeah.
So Catholic, they actually covered everything for me. All I had to do is say, but I ended up not going, and my transfer to Fair, quote unquote, got mysteriously blocked.
Bro,
I can see that.
Listen.
And you know probably how they seen it because he had somebody working out.
Oh yeah.
Bro, the same thing that happened to me. I told you I had transferred to Fair.
Mm-hmm.
The same time, and I was like, they wouldn't even send over my stuff for 2 months. So I'm just sitting there. I said, wow. So I had to come back.
Wow.
Crazy. Yep.
So before we get into college, did Mike T, did he go Sylvan Hills? Mike T
went to Joe T.
Joe T. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe T. Robinson. So Joe T. Of course, Devin Morris ended up transferring to them his senior year from Central.
Okay.
Mike T was already at Joe T.
Okay.
Gary Anderson Jr. Of course, he was at Joe T.
Sure.
And dang, what's the kid name? Oh my God, what's the kid name? The Cornegies. So the younger brother, he transferred from Hall to Joe T. So they were loaded, like because Jermaine Carnegie, he was the older brother, and he was like a senior when I was a junior. Yeah. So man, them dudes, man, they were really good. Yeah. But yeah, so like that's what happened. I ended up staying, and I was like sold on just running track my senior year. I wasn't even gonna play football at McClellan. And Coach Chambers, he was the one who stopped me and was just like, Steen, I understand your frustration. Looking forward to coaching you at running back this year. He like, just finish what you started with your brothers. Yeah. And, me thinking on that, that's what, allowed me to just swallow a lot of pride, you know what I'm saying, and just go ahead and finish off, playing football at McClellan.
Yeah. Wow. Oh. So now you graduate from McClellan. I remember that you told me you and Mike T going to Jackson State.
Yep.
What was that transition like, man? The kids don't understand, like going from like working out like in college from like high school, like track. I know Jackson State too. I know they used to work. How y'all working out down in Mississippi, man?
Oh yeah. So that transition was, it was a wake up call, because like not only me and Mike T signed, but Devin Morris, he signed too. So we were the three from Little Rock that signed with Jackson State and went there. And man, it was tough, because majority of my teammates at Jackson State, they from New Orleans. So like we full of dudes from New Orleans. We had a few from St. Louis, from Chicago. Like nobody, we didn't have a local athlete on the team at all, maybe one or two at the most.
Wow.
So like everybody else, everybody was just from out of state. Mm-hmm. And they were the best of the best coming from their area, coming from their city, coming from their state. Mm-hmm. So, our time trials, we ran a 400 and a 200. And I'm like, man, I'm used to dominating it coming from Arkansas. Now, at time trials, I think I end up getting like 6 in the 400. And I ended up bouncing back, and I think I finished like second or third in the 200. Yeah. But man, those guys was fast as crap. Not only my teammates, but just the collegiate athletes as a whole.
Did you ever see Tyson Gay? Was he running in your time?
So Tyson Gay, Wallace Freeman, all them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and we was in the same region with them. So if we had success in the SWAC, our next meet was region down at LSU. Yeah. And Arkansas was in that region. Ooh. So, it ain't nothing but world-class speed, you know what I'm saying, at the regional meet. Not only, the regional, national, national championships, but at the regional level as well.
To let people know, what's the, like, in high school, you have a little bit more, maybe not that much, but in college, you really don't have a lot of margin for error when you're running against people like Tyson Gay. Right. Anything you do, you're going to lose speed. I mean, if you come off the block wrong, if you twitch wrong,
every
two people.
Right. Everything matters. Like you have to execute your race.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? You practice, you train until you get it to a point to where you're executing it without having to think and things like that. Become more like a natural instinct. But even like that's the good thing. Like if you do run summer track and stuff, like you get to know these guys before the world get to know them. Yeah, like the Tyson Gays, Trenton Holidays, Michael Rogers, all these guys. Demi Amole, he was an All-American at Wisconsin. He ran pro. Yeah. Like I had been running against these guys ever since junior high.
Right.
So the world just didn't know about them at that time until they got on the collegiate scene or the professional scene.
Yeah. Quick question too. I know you who was your biggest people that was recruiting you, and what made you like actually choose Jackson State over them?
So my recruiting process, the number one school I wanted to go to was Georgia.
Wow.
So yeah, I wanted to play college football for Georgia. I wanted to play against the Razorbacks. So like, yeah, I didn't want to be a hog. I know like most Arkansans be like, yeah, I love playing for the Razorbacks. And I didn't want to play for the Hogs. Right. I wanted to play for the Georgia Bulldogs. So I was getting recruited by them. They liked what they saw. But again, some things went wrong in football. My stats dropped.
Yes.
So scholarship offers turned into walk-on offers.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like, man, I'm too good to walk on to anybody. Right.
Yeah.
So, I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to be a scholarship athlete. I didn't want to walk on and try to earn one.
Especially Georgia.
Right.
Boy.
So it seemed like when Georgia went their route and just offered me a walk-on deal, it seemed like every other SEC school did the same.
Yeah.
So, like after my junior year, it looked like I had a promising future somewhere within the SEC. Senior year didn't look that way. So the only schools that were still offering me a scholarship was Jackson State, Yale,
wow,
and Tennessee State. I didn't find out about Tennessee State. They offered me a full ride for football. Wow. I didn't find out about that until after I signed with Jackson State for track and field.
A lot of people said that, like, they didn't find out about a lot of their stuff.
Oh yeah, even Valley.
They didn't find, because I remember Scooter was saying he had got it off from like K-State. He didn't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like from Kansas State.
Well, unfortunately, because I got a story about Valley for myself, but unfortunately, I can't. Yeah, I can say it. So Scooter, that offer to Kansas State. Nick Pettis actually had an offer from Iowa.
Wow.
But they didn't find out about it because Coach Gunn didn't quote unquote recommend that they went to these universities because he felt like they wasn't equipped or a part of just being able to, I guess, fulfill whatever it was at that type of university.
Yeah.
So instead of giving them that chance to see
the option to say no, he said no.
Yep.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think it was more so to save face. I think it was just like, instead of giving it the opportunity and them not to pan out what they think they should be and come back and make me look a certain way, I'm not even going to give them that opportunity at all. So, so even for Valley, Tyler Knight ended up going down there because we always kept in touch over those years when he was playing football at Valley. And I would shoot over to Inabina sometimes. He'll come up to Jackson sometimes during our college days. And I ended up going down there for like a spring game and came out on the field. And Willie Titan was Valley's head coach then. So people who don't know who Willie Titan is, Willie Titan's a legendary quarterback. He was Jerry Rice's quarterback at Valley. So he was a head coach. So T Knight was like, hey, coach, this my teammate from high school, Eric Steen, and shoot. Before T Knight said anything else, Coach Titan was like, you were number 7 for McClellan? And I was like, yes, sir, I was. He was like, boy, he said we was getting film on T Knight. And all we kept saying was the number 7 flying up and down the field. So he was like, man, we was going to offer you a full ride. And I was like, why you didn't send it to me? And the first thing he said, well, we saw Georgia was on your radar, so we ain't even, I was like, well, I wish I would have sent it because I ended up not going there.
Right. Wow.
I would have considered, playing college football down at Valley if I would have known. So, like, that's my advice to anybody. Like, when you start getting recruited and stuff, and the reason why what happened when I took the ACT, they in the box they had you to put down your top 3 college choices. I put Georgia.
Steen all day.
Yeah, so
I'm going to Georgia, baby.
Right. So the lady, I remember when I handed her the paper, she was like, "I know you all Georgia, but you may want to put some other schools." I was like, "No, ma'am. Like that's where I'm going." So yeah, definitely don't do that. Like put down some other schools. You know what I'm saying? Just in case it don't work out.
Yeah.
But what was some of your best races in college? Like when everything was firing on all cylinders, you was like, man, I'm on today.
Shoot, actually, it was the relay. Yeah,
okay.
It was the 4x4. So like, we were rolling. We made it all the way to nationals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, those were my best races at the collegiate level, just running on the 4x4. Our 4x1 was legit. The 4x2 really wasn't the main race. You just run those at like relay meets and stuff like that. But like, the 4x4, that's what I had like a lot of my success at the collegiate level. You know what I'm saying? Running on the 4x4. I actually got faster like in 100 and 200 in the 400 after my college days.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, at the collegiate level, the 4x4, that was like my bread and butter, the one that allowed me to, run at the regionals and at the national championships.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, we always hear about Jackson State. How's it really down there? Because I just passed through there.
I know I got the church I go to. Shout out to Bishop Hank. He just came to Bishop, but the church right across the street from Jackson, man. We see it probably like once a time. Yeah.
So I tell you, because I spent 15 years down there.
Yeah, after you.
So, I left, Little Rock at 17, went down there, and shoot, I was down there 15 years before I moved out here to Texas. Been out here 8 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So, being gone, I've been, like I said, I literally been gone, from Little Rock, coming up on 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, the life for me in Jackson, it was, as a student athlete, it was different because, I wasn't on the yard a lot. As a student athlete, I mean, you don't got time to do nothing. You got to study.
Track, because you got to stay well conditioned for track. You really, that level.
So I was never like on the main part of campus. My building, where I got my degree out of, was called the Liberal Arts Building. It was like right outside the main campus. So I didn't even see the main campus that much unless I went to the cab to get a bite to eat. Mm-hmm. So, it was literally liberal arts track, track. And that was it. So like, I didn't have that normal college experience to where most kids have. They own the yard, they get to see all these fraternities and sororities and all these groups and stuff. Like, I didn't really see that at all. It was strictly business on trying to, maintain my grades and just like you say, just trying to stay fast for the track and field program.
Yeah.
So, we were gone, the meets and stuff all the time. So like, I really didn't have your average or typical college life. So, but I tell you this, Mississippi, hands down, best food in the country.
I've been seeing that.
And your best food, to be honest, your best food go come from the gas stations.
I seen a video. They was going through the small towns on the Delta.
Oh yeah,
it was like some of the best food is
best
small
food.
Towns. It would be like 500 people or something like that. It'd be like a little kitchen cafe. He was like,
right. Man. So even like in the Jackson area, like your best food are at gas stations. Of course, like just people that can just throw down in the kitchen there and everything. Like literally, I haven't had no better food than the food from the state of Mississippi.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get into coaching after college? Like when you get down to college and you was down in Mississippi, did you have that itch to coach? Did you start feeling that itch?
Yeah. So, and the thing is, I always felt like I was a coach, even though I was an athlete back in school, back in, elementary, junior high, and high school, because, and Peel will tell you, I was that type of athlete to where even though I was really good, but it was never just about me.
Right.
It was always right. It was always about
you want to come work out with them, come work out, but you better bring your lunch, you better get ready. You better get ready.
So and I played like that. I played like that. I practiced like that. I trained like that. Always just trying to help my teammates out whatever way I could. Any points, tips and pointers I can give them, just everything. So it was always in me from the start.
Mhm.
So, when I graduated Jackson State, and I actually went into working for the state of Mississippi as a Medicaid specialist.
Okay.
But, I'm just like, man, this ain't me. Like,
Nah, not for the state. They're not gonna pay them.
it's bringing some money in. Now I'm starting a family. I got married. I got kids now. I'm just like, this ain't me though. Yeah. So I ended up teaching and coaching down in Bolton Edwards, elementary and middle school in Bolton, Mississippi.
Okay.
And I mean, the rest is history. Like I came on the scene and sure, we were winning, championships in basketball, district championships in basketball. We had a very good track and field program and everything. So, I was teaching PE there. So, when I came out to Texas, pretty much end up hitting a little rough spot because they wouldn't allow me to transfer my license from Mississippi to Texas. So I'm just like, man, here we go. So I end up, So I ended up working with Amazon.
Okay.
And just work. But again, it's just like, man, it's bringing in good money. I'm traveling. I'm doing this, but this ain't me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like some years went by. But the good thing about it, when I got out here, I was able to coach through a couple of organizations out here, neighborhood sports.
To keep it rolling, the coach is rolling.
Yeah, so I had a lot of success in neighborhood sports and basketball, flag football, and then baseball. I was coaching through Flower Mound Youth Sports Association.
Okay.
So like I was still coaching. We had a lot of success. Now I'm coaching Caleb. He coming up. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So like,
too, man.
Yeah. So, like it was great. And then Liberty Christian came along and out here in Argyle, Texas. And it's a private school. So you don't have to have a teaching license or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
So so like that's how I ended up getting on at Liberty Christian. And it's been a blessing. I'm coaching girls basketball, I'm coaching football, I'm coaching track and field there, I'm teaching PE there and everything, you know what I'm saying? So like they've been a blessing to me since I've been out here, since I started working with them or whatnot. So like, I just, still sticking with it, and that's that.
God's timing, man. It always works out, man.
Yeah, I asked DP the same question, like, with you being down there in Texas, because I seen it too. What's the biggest thing you noticed the difference between, coming from Arkansas and seeing the programs that they have down there in Texas?
Oh, shoot, there's everything. Like they invest. They invest big time. And I know D-Pool, when he brought up only one school, he brought up Duncanville. But shoot, you talk about in this area alone, not only Duncanville, DeSoto, South Lake Carroll, Dengar, and that's just in our area alone. And then you talk about, these are the schools that I always bring up. In the DFW area, the top's going to be Duncanville, DeSoto, South Lake Carroll, Dengar, and Allen.
And they running like spread offense too, right? They running Revere. They passing the ball
So they doing all that. Then you go out to Houston. You got North Shore, Atascocita, Spring, Humble, who else? Willis. And then you bring in Austin and San Antonio. Now you got Vandergrift, Westlake, all these powerhouses, and they all like operate the same. Yeah. And the crazy part about it, every school I just brought up, they have multi-million-dollar facilities.
Oh, I believe,
Football alone.
Yeah.
Not including basketball and baseball and softball and track and field. Look, they got they even got archery and all those type of stuff.
Yeah. It's something to do year around.
Right.
Oh, man, they got
they got aquariums at the school. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. For real.
Like, man, this is insane. So like they fully invest, in sports out here. And they know it's just it's a money bringer. Because in their eyes, it's like, okay, that's going to bring the notoriety and the exposure. Once that do that, we're going to have some of these student athletes to make it all the way, and they just go pour back into the school.
Right. For sure.
So, it's like, go ahead and invest right now so we can just keep receiving some type of flow in it, because we know they go turn out and, be successful and become professionals.
Just build a pipeline pretty much.
Yep.
That's it. Mm-hmm. So, Steen, what kind of questions you got for us, man? You ready to wrap it up, man? We're going to hold you too long. What kind of questions you got for us?
Man, look, really not a question. It's just, it's amazing because, like I say, even listening to D Pool, and it's like, man, another S-Dub legend, and just hearing about him playing ball up at Wakefield, and I'm like, man, I'm an S-Dub legend, and I ain't never played up at Wakefield. We always played at the S-Dub Community Center.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, little stuff like that, I'm just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Being in the same area, same community, but playing or growing up in different parts of the community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, man, I just think that, this down memory lane for sure. Man, I y'all a family, man.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like y'all family, right?
Whenever you want to come back on, I say, that for sure. You just hit me up, man. We on. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah. I love what y'all doing. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it growing. Because it's gonna help the next person. It's gonna help somebody for sure. For sure. So like
next generation. Because I think I was telling my wife, we didn't have people like us that could come back and give kids the insight that actually grew up in Southwest. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, when you get done with school, you need to think about doing this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? And we just, and that's what we're trying to do, man. Be that buffer in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So
right. So y'all definitely doing that, man. So like I say, I'm just glad that I was a vessel that was chosen to help contribute to that. So,
and before we get off, man, let the people know your handles, because I know you got a special event coming up, man. We're gonna make sure I'm gonna make a clip out of this tonight. I may not be able to clip the whole episode tonight, but I'm definitely gonna clip this last part so people can know to tune in to your live stream and your testimony. You know what I'm saying? Because God is great, man. It is just awesome, man. Seeing God work, man, and your testimony, man. So,
God is great. Like I say, I got hit last August the 7th. I got diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer.
Mm-hmm.
It was a monkey wrench thrown at us. So I got hit with it. The good thing, like I say, the moment the news was, given to me, I didn't get negative. I didn't get down. It was like, all right, let's roll. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I got to do, you know what I'm saying, to beat this, got to do what we got to do. So, just setting the tone, setting the tempos, creating that type of atmosphere from the beginning, just kept everything positive and upbeat.
Yes,
and that's what we needed, for me to try to beat this. So, unfortunately, last month on the 8th, I ended up having my biggest scare. It was like the 4th scare, all in all, throughout the process, but it was my biggest scare. Because like pretty much, I won't get too much into it, but basically my spirit man left my body for a minute. And, I was on my way out of here. But, like I say, God in Christ Jesus allowed me to continue to be here. And
thank God.
Like I said, So on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, at 2 p.m., I finished my last round of chemo, and I'll be ringing the bell on that day.
Yes, sir. Yep. And everybody tune in, man. We're going to make a clip out of this, man. If you got the time, man, tune in, man. Check it out, man, because it's an awesome journey. Was like a 12, almost 11, 12 rounds, something like
12 rounds. Yeah, it was 12 rounds. Yep. For 6 months, it was two rounds. Well, every 2 weeks, I had to do a round every 2 weeks for 6 months.
And I know it's tough because when I see you training Caleb, I know you want to be on the block and run with him, man. But I know it's gonna come back. But
man,
when I see you with the cloud, it's like Steve, like I know you want to be out there too. Like, man, you gotta come on the block like this, man.
Right. And those are the type of things that just give me hope. You know what I'm saying? Give me the strength, you know what I'm saying, to keep fighting, to try to beat this all in all, all the way through, so I can get back to, some sense of normalcy.
Yes, sir.
So it was great. Yeah, I had to be extremely cautious and careful while I was out there with them because I can't be in the sun like that and stuff like that. So but it just felt really, really good to be able to get back there because before then I hadn't been out there on the track and things since August.
Wow, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all check out that live stream. Steen is doing it too. We're gonna clip it up, man. We appreciate Steen. He always family. He always welcome, man. You know what I'm saying? We had to let him get through, man. Let him go through, man. Heal up, man. But you know what I'm saying, you're more than welcome. Even if, you know what I'm saying, if you want to bring Caleb on, man, he talk about it. He more than welcome, man, because he family too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mama Riley, man. She gonna say, "You did
in my room."
Mama Riley. Mama Riley, man. But yeah, we appreciate you for coming on, man. And if you want to hang on, we're to get ready to close out.
Okay.
But guys, like, share, and subscribe. Help us get to 1K. We're trying to get monetized, make more content, help us grow. And we appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the legends that came on. Steen, Dedrick Poole, Ty Forte, Kim Adams, Rod, Tyler Knight, everybody.
Yeah.
Keon, you on the clock.
Yeah.
You on the clock,
And
Keon.
we got another special surprise for you tomorrow. Stay tuned. The thumbnail will be dropping soon. So, with that being said, we for the sign out. Thanks for watching.